Okay, I've seen strange reactions and meltdowns from the left and so many instances, but this one must be in the top 10 of all time. You know that Donald Trump released this picture of the tattoos on the Maryland man, the MS-13 deported to El Salvador, in which he was depicting, well, essentially the meaning of the figures and things that he had on his hand, as in M for Mary Jane, S a smile, 1 a cross, and 3 the 3 dots of the nose and 2 dots of the eyes of a skull. As in the sense that that was the meaning, that was how his allegiance to MS-13, one of the reasons that he was identified as such. And I cannot understand how so many people have this super meltdown over the letters over the images, not understanding that these were not part of his tattoos. These were, letters written on top of the images so you could understand what they were standing for. It's something that, it's something crazy that people were actually looking at the finger, as the tale says. Donald J. Trump, this is the hand of the man that the Democrats feel should be brought back to the United States because he is such a fine and innocent person. They said he is not a member of MS-13, even though he's got MS-13 tattooed onto his knuckles. And it is not saying that it is the letters MS-13, but that's what the symbols mean aggregated. And 2 highly respected courts found that he was a member of MS-13, beat up his wife, etc. I was selected to take bad people out of the United States. Among other things, I must be allowed to do my job, make America great again. And this was one of the replies. Look closely, people. They digitally added MS-13 to a photo of an unknown hand and now claim that this is proof. Is this your standard for crime investigation, Mr. President? And you know that the things that we saw in this is that, well, the wife made sure, the wife of Kilmar made sure to, those TikTok pictures begin to, censor for some reason. This is sounding, I don't want this to sound, it's not need this anymore. She's censoring the hand in the pictures. It's a coincidence, right? This is something that you do out of love. It's something that you do in your pictures, right? You censor for some reason the hand of your loved one so nobody can see his tattoos. Well, it's incredibly convenient. Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife, Jennifer Vasquez Sura, has strategically censored her partner's left hand in the photo she uploaded on her TikTok to promote her GoFundMe. Because there's a GoFundMe for this guy. Najib Bukele, can you release the full resolution photos from the photo shoot meeting he had with Chris Van Hollen? The tattoos appears to be a marijuana leaf, a smile, and the number 13. And update. President Trump has released the photo documentation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's left hand tattoos. The symbols are consistent with the MS-13 membership tattoos. It is the latest addition to the list of evidence that Mr. Abrego Garcia has close associations with the U.S. designated terrorist group. So, if you want further proof, Laura Powell, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, was picked up by local police on March 28, 2019 as a suspected gang member. The report details his associate's tattoo, but does not indicate Abrego Garcia has any tattoos. The DHS report from the following day likewise indicates no tattoos. The application for a protective order filed by his now wife in 2021 indicates he had a tattoo of a kid going upstairs on his left arm. So he got those tattoos since then. He's got those tattoos. All right, so this is a question by Laura Powell. This might not be accurate. What do you think about this? But people are saying, I hope you're joking. It's meant to show that the tattoo is signifying, as in those symbols allegedly spell out MS-13 without it being blatantly tattooed on him. It isn't doctor. It is explaining the symbolism for people who don't understand what those symbols mean. And Lepus replies, if you're capable of reading comprehension, you'll see that Trump explicitly said that he had MS-13 tattooed on his knuckles. Well, we would not say explicitly, but that's what it means according to, well, authorities, I guess. And some people are saying, that they have ink doesn't match. Of course, the ink doesn't match because it is not ink, the letters on top. That's all the letters, PowerPoint letters. These people, I've seen crazy stuff many times. And as Western Lensman said, no matter what, Democrats have chosen to go all out to defend this man. Oh, those tattoos don't mean anything. Oh, those skirts are being misled. Oh, whatever. How long, as Sean Farash said, how long until leftists continue to say this isn't evidence? We all have tattoos we regret. It's coming. Well, Jill Noble Shearer, doesn't make a bit of difference what you say. You ignore the U.S. Constitution, the due process, and you ignore the courts, including the U.S. Supreme Court. Yeah, people are pissed off with Trump. They are pissed off at Trump for deporting this model citizen. Everyone who said you wanted to be a dictator king, you're proving them right, and it's only been 4 months. Yeah, it's going to be for a while. This is going to be for a while. But again, well, polls show that 56% of Americans are still in favor of deportations. And, well, let's say that so many people are saying, we need to at least give him the benefit of the doubt. He should have a due process. But again, my question is, how can you give somebody due process if they did not follow the due process to get inside the country? How does that work? I don't understand how that works. One thing that we do know is that since Trump assumed office, well, the border encounters have dropped like 95%, something like that. That is, I think that's what people voted for. I'm sure that that's what people voted for. Western decline. Number 1, he is not a U.S. citizen. Number 2, he illegally entered the country. Number 3, he is an MS-13 gang member, tattoos to prove it. Number 4, he was arrested for human trafficking. And number 5, he allegedly beat his wife twice. Can anyone be more guilty? I don't know, but he is the perfect candidate to be defended by Democrats because this is the kind of people that Democrats just salivate over. They just love him. It's on point. It's on point. Abrego Garcia got busted human smuggling, and Joe Biden let him go. We all have seen the documents. How is this a thing? How is this a thing? I don't understand. How this keeps happening, I don't know. But what is for sure, what we do need is, in so many instances, to enforce the border. And anybody who crosses the border illegally, well, should at least face the consequences of that event. And given the circumstances, I think that even if we give this guy the benefit of the doubt, don't you tell me that is a bit suspicious of everything that is surrounding him. At least a bit suspicious. So, no, is due process? I don't know. I think this is the due process. The fast process. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.